Fear of failure is natural. I mean, it's what keeps us safe, right? And out of danger. Yet the same instinct to avoid potential pain can stop us from finding our purpose and achieving our greatest potential. Perfectionism. Oh, and feeling like we have to have it all figured out before we take the first step can lead to a lifetime of waiting instead of doing. Always worrying about what others think puts us in a perpetual cycle of passing up on the things that have the potential to make us the happiest. If we live our lives consumed with what others think, our need for approval and the avoidance of rejection, we're often left disappointed in ourselves and our lives. Following your dreams and pursuing your passions requires dedication, perseverance, and persistence. You have to fight to overcome obstacles, take mighty risks, and not only accept, but embrace failure. It's just part of the process. Our next guest embodies all of this and more. Welcome to Beauty Brains Bubbly Uncorked.
I want everybody to hear your story because I think it's really interesting and beautiful, just from where you came from and how you got here.
So, yeah, I wanted to be a dentist since I was 6. I visited LA when I was 11th grade, and I saw the potential in the American dream where you can work and go to school and do everything on your own. So the independence kind of called me, and then there was a lot of obstacles.
How do you pick dentistry at 6?
Yeah.
My dad gave me a brochure of an ADEC dental chair. It was very shiny. So we had like white kitchen cabinet, so I unrolled it and pretended like that's my equipment and started playing. So, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. But your dad was also
He's
in
a
the dental
ceramist.
field.
Yeah. So he's on the lab side. Yeah.
So there was already, because it seems like that's a common thing with people in the dental industry, is that they tend to have some sort of outside family member who's also in dentistry. And it sort of becomes like this, year after year in the generations, people end up in that same field.
Yeah, because I think if you're not like really used to it, I think it's for other people really gross.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to agree. It never appealed to me.
My childhood dream is digging around in other people's mouths.
Yeah, all my dolls, I would ask my dad to cut the mouth in the dolls, and then I would put the cotton rolls and just, steal his instruments and play, so.
Oh, yeah. God.
I never.
So it definitely was always dentistry.
Yeah.
So what was the move like? Because you were young when you came over from Lithuania.
Yeah. So at 18, you really don't think that anything is complicated. Just get up, go, pack your whole life into suitcases, get on the plane, and you get off the plane and you think that you're gonna do it like very easily, and then it takes you 10 years to get into university. So it's just not knowing the system and making a lot of mistakes, but you learn along the way.
I'm going to pack a couple bags, and I'm 18. I'm going to roll out to America. Like, did anyone try to stop? Did they try and stop you?
No, they raised me. They know what. I think I just made a statement. I said, I'm going. And they said, well, we're not paying for your flight. I said, I already have the money I saved, so.
That's how they tried to stop you.
Yeah. That's a good parenting trick.
Economic barriers.
Now my high school principal, I went to Catholic high school. He's a priest, and I wanted to test out early to get here in December. So I was taking exams early, and he was begging me not to go. You're gonna go there, get married, have babies. You're never gonna finish school. So it was pretty cool when finally I got in to send him an email and say, like, I didn't lie. It took me long, but I did.
You got a lot of no's.
Oh,
like, it wasn't like you just showed up and were, okay, I'm gonna be a dentist, and got right in.
Yeah.
You got turned down a lot.
Yeah, so first of all, to get into dentistry, you have to finish a bachelor's degree, and it has to be great grades, which I didn't know at the time. I was just taking science classes and as many as possible, so it will get faster. And then obviously the grades weren't that great, so I had to fix that later. But I kept applying every single year for 4 years. spending a lot of money on applications and kept getting back rejections. And it would be, the biggest hurt would be when they send you a secondary application, you send out a check for another $150, and in 2 days they send you a rejection.
You're like, you didn't even have time
I'm like,
to look at that.
really?
Right.
Really?
They were sending you applications for money, and you were saying yes.
Yeah. And I kept applying to like maybe 35 schools at a time. I would look at statistics, you know, like if I kind of fit in somewhere, so then I'll apply there. So yeah, it was getting discouraged a little bit, but I said, even if I'm 40, still applying to dental school, I'm gonna keep doing it.
So Kara and I had talked last night about what is it with some people that when they get the no, that stops them in their tracks, right? So what was it for you that it didn't matter that 4 years you keep saying, I want this, and saying, please take me, and that no, like what was it about you?
Well, actually, I think it's the different upbringing. So like if you're in Lithuania, Soviet Union times, and somebody says no, you know that it's an absolute no. There's nothing you can do about it. Here, you ask why, so then you fix it. Then you apply again, you get a different why, then you fix that. And it's obvious that if you work hard enough, you find out your mistakes, you fix them, you're gonna get there.
One piece of advice that you are going to give to anybody out there who is pursuing a dream that is difficult and they are running into challenges and questioning whether or not to keep moving forward.
Definitely keep moving forward. You fail, you sit down, reassess, figure out the next steps of improvement, get feedback. I don't know if it's applying to school, for a job, friendships, anything like that. Try to get constructive feedback, improve upon that, try again, and try again, and then try again, and then try again.
And enjoy the journey, because
Yeah.
that's really what it's all about. Because even when you get what you're looking for, you're going to be on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So really enjoy the process, because that's really what it's all about.
And it's gonna be long.
Patience. I have been trying a new skincare line, and so far the results have been great. The line is super simple and easy to use. A daily purifying cleanser that is taking off my makeup, yet it is still leaving my skin feeling soft and hydrated. Fine line serum that's there to diminish those fine lines and wrinkles and puffiness under my eyes in the morning. A new addition to my beauty regime is this skin brightening spot corrector. This is helping to treat the dark spots that I have from a lot of years spent in the sun and the areas of discoloration that I have, so from like years of acne. I really like that this lightens and brightens while at the same time it is still hydrating my skin. And then I finish with their age-defying retinol moisturizer. This is much needed support for skin elasticity, while it's got a 1% retinol and vitamin A in it. Now, I personally have always shied away from moisturizers because they tended to break me out, but that has not been the case with this line. I would say this has simplified my beauty routine, and after just 60 days of use, which you can see, my skin is clearer, more hydrated, and I think looks better than ever. I love this line. It's called Simple Beauty. If you want to learn more about them, go to our website at www.beautybrainsbubbly.com, and maybe there might be some deals on there for you as well. Thanks.
I want to do question of the day, which is going to be the surprise question out of the box. So you guys ready for this? Okay, let's do it. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
Nothing.
You don't even want to have, you're like, go away, get away from me, I don't want to know.
Because I think I want to plan my future, and I'm responsible. I'm going to make it happen.
Okay.
I kind of like that. It goes against the idea of fate. Fate is so, like your
There's
whole world's
probably
already
some of
decided
that,
for
right?
you.
But
Yeah.
I feel like you create your life, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of would want to.
series of
I want to
choices.
run my own show.
Well,
She's running her own show. It's the Jessie Show, just like I said.
It's the Jessie Show, yeah.
I can tell you that I went and saw a psychic not that long ago, beginning of this year actually, because I had quit my job and I was freaking out that I was going to be in the poorhouse and had no idea what was next. She's like, well, what do you want to know? And mine was like career-wise, like am I on the right path? And then am I going to be okay? Like, am I going to make some money, or am I going to be living on the streets this year? And so far, she has not been right. I think she said that that I was going to make like $200,000 this year, and some great job was going to come along, and I was going to end up traveling the world and all of this. I haven't been nowhere.
It is only July.
It is only July, though.
Yeah. Still didn't happen.
I'm waiting. So I'm opposite of you guys. I'm like, please tell me. Please just give me a clue. But I do think if there was one thing that I would want to know, it would be that I feel like we are all here with some sort of a purpose.
Yeah.
And I think that would be the answer I would want is, am I fulfilling that? Am I on the right path to fulfill whatever it was that God intended for me in this life? And if I'm not that you have to tell me where to go, but just say redirect. Like, I would love that.
But why do you say that somebody else has to tell you what is your fulfillment? I feel like fulfillment is like what you feel inside, right?
Like there's an overarching for your life.
No.
Something that you're here on this earth that you are meant to do or accomplish or contribute.
Yes, drill teeth and fill them.
Drill teeth. And I'm pretty sure that you are on the path.
She's on it.
Cheers to drilling teeth. Oh, I want to talk about our growth challenge, because this one was really interesting and a little bit rough. I know for me, basically, I had an opportunity that originally came from Jessie. And she said, hey, let's go to this Korean day spa. Now, the catch to going to these things is that it's all women, but it's also all nude. And
It's totally your fault.
for me, I can just say that I was immediately had like panic mode set in, where I'm like, I don't know how comfortable I feel in my body walking around just buck naked in front of a bunch of people that I don't know.
Strangers.
I think it would have been worse if you did know them.
It might have been worse if I did. It's a weird experience, and it actually, for me, was a really enlightening moment. I remember Kara and I, years ago, had gone to see a one-woman show called Jodi's Body, where she stood on stage and she started to undress and then spent pretty much most of the show completely nude.
What?
Yes. And you're sitting in the audience, and it's a weird transition that you go through in this journey with her, where at first you're like, I don't know where to look. Like, I can't, like.
But my eyes go there.
And you're super uncomfortable. And then it's like you, at some point, just start to kind of relax into it, and you get where you're like, okay, whatever, she's naked. And then you stop noticing that she doesn't have clothes on. It goes away.
Completely stop looking at her.
You saw her, but you didn't see her for her physical.
Right.
You saw, it was like you went past all of that and saw inside of her.
So the story was about her.
Yeah, in her life. But the overarching point is, I felt the same way with the nude Korean day spa. Is that at first it was like you're so nervous and you see every little thing, and it just and then all of a sudden you become relaxed and you realize, I stopped seeing the nudity.
Comfortable.
Everybody's normal people, really, is what it is. Like, it's not the Baywatch bodies that you think it's going to be when you walk in. And you're like, maybe I'm not that bad.
I remember feeling that I was like, oh, looks like I'm the only one uncomfortable. So then you're like, okay.
I only got
realize
weirded
that,
out when the two ladies came in and they were like, oh my God, hi. And they had like a big naked hug. And I was like, that's awkward.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want a naked hug.
Yeah.
you,
I don't want a naked
but
hug.
You go into those environments, and there's a whole bunch of ladies who are just like, yeah, I'm good. And guess what? I have cellulite. And guess what? I have stretch marks and whatever is going on with their bodies. And they are past it. And they're able to just be there and be comfortable and enjoy themselves. Hope that this came across is that don't give up on your dreams. Go after them. Be tenacious. Doesn't matter how many times someone tells you no and slams the door in your face. It's just an opportunity to find another way and
how to improve.
and figure out how to improve, how to do it slightly differently, find a better way so that you can the next time around you get a yes. And
No means try again.
no means try again. And get rid of trying to be perfect. It's okay. None of us are.
No, none of us are.
None of us are. So cheers
Have fun.
to a Friday on the couch with my ladies.
Cheers.
And cheers to all of you. We hope to see you guys again next week. This show is made possible through advertiser support, and we love getting discounts and special deals from them that we can share with all of you. To get the special offers that they've extended, click the affiliate links below or grab them on our website. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again.